There are a few things in the world that can help bond with strangers quicker than these subjects. You can talk about the World Cup when it's on. You can talk about the state of AC/DC, and also you can talk about how much Howard Stern has turned to shit. Few people are easier to do that with today's guest. We get the great Monique from Radio Gunk. Monique, how are you doing today?
Fabulous. How are you doing?
Not too bad, but I'm not going to tell you anything about it.
Wait, why?
I'm just always in a bad mood. Nothing's ever good enough. You know, but at least I'm not some billionaire living in a mansion with a 4 out of 10 wife talking about how everything's going wrong. But
it could be worse. It could be worse. If anything, he won the lottery in spite of himself. So yeah.
Yeah, it could be worse. It could be John Melendez, and that's one of the first topics I'd love to speak to you about. Is of course we're both friends with Carl from Who Are These Podcasts, or hilariously as he's now known as Kevin from Why Do I Podcast.
Why Do I Podcast? Of course,
top that if possible.
It's so silly. You know what? I heard your interview with him, and I'm not sure he loves that we call him that. Like he always gets a little quiet when you say that to him. So I feel like I'm not allowed to say that anymore.
I think it's because it makes him feel insecure that he can never compete with that level of quality comedy. Because think about it, right? The name Carl can be spelled with the C and a K.
Okay.
See, and to call him Kevin, it's hilarious because that also begins with a K.
It's kind of not that funny, but okay.
It's so funny. And then on top of it, it's like Stuttering John doesn't know who this guy is. It's basically...
Carl or Carl?
I thought his name was Kevin.
Okay, whichever.
Oh, yeah.
Just that guy.
Stuttering John is basically season 6 and 7 of Seinfeld in human form.
Say that fast 5 times.
Oh God, I picked the wrong week to quit cocaine for the 5th time. But with Stuttering, speaking of cocaine users, Stuttering John, in the last couple of weeks, it's gone from him and the WATP taking shots at each other to Stuttering John has now gone into this level that can only be described as he's pretending to have a cancer charity. I'm pretty sure he's going to pretend to have monkeypox soon. And now he's something. I haven't listened to WATP this week yet, but I heard something that he got his YouTube taken down or got it flagged or demonetized, whatever. So talk to me, Monique, on your opinion from your experiences with that hilarious genius. I'm just thinking about that Carl and Kevin thing again.
Wait, I have to tell you something because it's so funny, and I hope you realize that your laugh is exactly the Family Guy Swan, right? I mean, Stork. Do you know that?
Probably. I haven't watched the Family Guy in a while.
It's so you. I can't wait for you to play it now because it is so you. I wish I could share the screen. I was listening to a couple of your shows and I hear it and it's like, oh my God, that's so cute. He sounds just like,
the Seth MacFarlane ripped me off. I'm going to have him killed to death by comedy. But
wait, I have the newest news. You see, so you're really not up to date.
Oh,
because
fuck
the
no.
The newest news is that I guess he poked the wrong bear. And Kumia is like, it is on like fucking Donkey Kong. Like he's like, you want to fuck with me? I'm going to fuck with you. And he just started posting pictures of like Stuttering John's oldest son, daughter, formerly daughter. He's posting all sorts of, I mean, he is just wicked. This is just new as of like last night or like middle of day yesterday.
Yeah, I heard that Stuttering John's daughter transitioned from female into completely humiliated.
I don't know about that. I go after marginally. I go after Howard's kids simply because he is the first fucker to wish AIDS on like somebody's child, or hope that they drop dead and shit like that. But somebody like Knight, if he's not in the spectrum of the world, then I don't give a shit about him. But the fact that John wants to sue everybody on the premise that everything they're doing is like against it's racism, homophobic, transphobic, etc. That's just his only way of being able to sue. That's all he's got, because he can't sue because people are just being hysterically assholian towards you. You just can't.
I think that it's that he's grasping for attention, and it's really going to be a shame that if he does get a win against Kevin, I mean Carl, it's one for the listeners there. I think that it's going to be like I'm a big boxing fan, and there's this guy called Derek Chisora who didn't win a fight in 3 years, and he was getting the shit beat out of him. He just had a big fight recently, and he won. So now he's like, right, I'm going back full time, and it's like, oh, you're going to die.
You're going to die.
Yeah. And I think that if he beats Kevin, was by accident, that one. If he beats WATP in this copyright thing, it's going to be like he's a Frankenstein made out of other pieces of to become this one big giant of a stuttering.
Yeah. I mean, he, one of the guys I do my show with on radio, Gunk, is a guy named Arm. His name is John, and he is a Howard Stern historian. So he's got every clip, everything known to mankind, and he had a Howard Stern YouTube channel that had over 22,000 subscribers. It was phenomenal, and John struck him with strikes, and it was just like boom, 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 and got him shut down immediately, and he couldn't even fight it. And then John calls me and he's like, I'm really sorry about what happened with your friend Arm. We didn't know that I was like, number one, it's not your material. That's number one. It's Howard Stern's material. So the right person to be coming after him for a strike is Howard, not you. It's like, number two, fucking reverse it. It's like, but you didn't reverse it. Like, you didn't do anything to help out somebody that you considered a friend. And I think that's really fucked up.
Yeah. Arm versus asshole.
I don't know who wins on that one. The
listeners of Radio Gunk, and it's Hughezy. Hello, hey, all white.